What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Jay. I'm an active duty Green Beret. Wait. I'm a retired Green Beret out of 3rd Special Forces Group. The intent behind this channel is to share my knowledge and wisdom with the next generation. So if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe, share the channel to help me reach that goal. I appreciate it. Guys, today we're going to talk about 6 criticism that I, as a Special Forces guy, have gotten over the past 20 years. I know where there's 1, there's 10, where there's 10, there's 20, when there's 20, there's 50, 100, 1,000, so on and so forth. So I know if I've heard those criticisms, other SF guys have heard them also. I just want to make you aware of them as a potential SF candidate. So when you hear them, you don't let them bother you. You let that shit roll right off your back. With that said, guys, let's get into it. Criticism number 1 is, and I hear this all the fucking time, you have changed. You're not the same anymore. You have a short temper. You're different. And you often hear this when you go back home to visit your loser friends that aren't doing shit, that are still living off the glory days, that are still talking about the high school football game that they won 10 years ago, that are still working at the supermarket. And when they tell you that, just look at them and tell them, check it out, motherfucker. I've evolved, all right? I'm becoming my best self every month, every year, every fucking decade. I'm improving. And you're stuck in the 80s doing the same shit over and over again. Of course I've changed. The only reason why I'm talking to you right now is because I'm in this line and I got to get my groceries, motherfucker, and then keep it moving. Criticism number 2 that I've heard a lot of is, you are too cocky. And I always tell them, don't let my fucking confidence offend your insecurities. It is what it is. Keep in mind that as a Special Forces operator, you got to be a different being. So when people are telling you that shit, you just need to understand that I just need to go be around my type of people, all right? I don't need to be around bitch motherfuckers that are talking about how my cockiness is too much for them. You have to elevate to a different crowd. You have to hang out with your type of people, with people that's gonna force you to get better at every level. You don't want to stay the same. You don't want to stay with the folks that are telling you, oh, you're too cocky, come back down to earth. No, motherfucker, get away from me. Criticism number 3 that a lot of Special Forces guys get is, we are womanizers. Guys, I remember when I first met my wife and we were dating and I told her I was an SF guy. And she told me she told some of her buddies and they warned her about SF guys. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? They was like, oh, you don't want to date an SF guy. That's a criticism. That's a stigma that's followed a lot of guys in the Special Forces community around. But the reality is, we are family oriented. We do everything for our families, to include going overseas, getting shot at, and sometimes fucking dying. Now, granted, if a guy is single and he's an SF guy and he thinks he's the fucking cream of the crop, he's on top of the world, he's going to do whatever he wants to do because he's sought after, right? That's his prerogative. But as far as dudes that are married with a family, guys, we take care of business. Criticism number 4, guys, that we get a lot is that all Special Forces guys are war junkies. Check it out, man. It's not being a war junkie. It's called being prepared. That's like telling a fucking football or a basketball player that he's a sport addict. Yes, he's always honing his craft. He's always studying that sport. He's always finding ways to get better at it. It doesn't make us war junkies. It just makes us super prepared for when we go down range and we're slinging lead, we know exactly what the fuck we're doing. Moving on to number 5, guys. A big criticism that SF guys get a lot is that we all have fucking PTSD. And I'm here to tell you that, yeah, you're fucking right about that one, right? Keep that one coming. Keep that one coming. Moving on to number 6, guys. We are very competitive. I get this shit all the fucking time. And every time I hear it, I always hit them with this right here. Hey, check it out, man. Do you follow sports? Okay? And they'll tell me, yeah, I'm a big Cowboys fan, or my team is the Yankees, my thing, like the Golden State Warriors. Like, I love those guys. And I'm like, well, do you want those athletes that play for your team to be competitive? Or do you want them to just be out there fucking giggle pussing around? Do you want them to be a competitive player? Do you want your team to win? And they always look at me like, well, yeah, I do, absolutely. I'm like, motherfucker, exactly. Like, I'm not a fan. I'm in the arena. I'm competing. Okay, when I go down range and I'm slinging lead, I'm competing for my fucking life. So I have to be super competitive. I have to be better than the other fucking soldier on the other side. You're a fan. You're on the sideline. You're observing. me do work, and you're telling me that I'm super competitive. Well, motherfucker, I'm in the arena. I'm playing the sport. I have to be super competitive or I fucking die. All right? And they always shut the fuck up. They're like, oh, God, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Exactly, motherfucker. Those are some of the most common criticism that I've gotten as a Special Forces guy. I'm eager to hear what you guys think. If you guys have heard some different ones that I haven't mentioned, leave them in the comment section below, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.